At the moment, this is not going to be in Hindi, this is going to be in English. So that is why it's not going to be in Hindi, but probably in our future webinars, we will put it in Hindi as well. For now, I'll be talking in English to speak to the larger audience we have. Tell me something, if do all of you are from India, or do you guys want me to speak Hindi? So guys, just put in the language you want this webinar in, because I get a fair idea of what you guys want. So just tell me if you guys want it in Hindi or English, because this is a global webinar. So I do not want, if I speak Hindi, then it's going to be more of just catering to that small audience. So I'll try kind of keeping it in English Hindi as नितिन हैज़ रिक्वेस्टेड. तो ये वेबिनार हिंदी में भी होगा. मैं थोड़ा ट्राई करूँगा हिंदी में भी बात करने में, तो अगर किसी को प्रॉब्लम है तो बता देना, ठीक है. तो अभी we're going to start now. Alright, so welcome to Mastering CFD Online Trading with 9x Markets, and we're going to begin this webinar. So just a brief introduction about myself. I am a market analyst at 9x Markets with 4 years of experience in the financial markets. I mainly specialize in US equities, forex, commodities, and recently I started diving more into cryptocurrency as well. My approach combines an advanced analytical way of analyzing the markets. This webinar is more introductory, so I'm going to try being more precise right now. So this is about me. Hi to everyone who has tuned in for this webinar. Moving forward, about 9x Markets, since you all know that 9x Market is a platform and a broker here that is willing to accommodate its clients to take active partnership in the financial markets. So our mission is to educate our clients, which will help them with trading successfully in the markets. We provide the right tools, the right analysis, the right insights, and hopefully you guys stay with us and explore this by yourself later on. So the agenda for this webinar is simple. I'm going to start off with making you guys understand what is online trading. Once you get a good foundation about what online trading is, I'm going to move on to the difference of physical assets and CFD instruments, and why people trade CFD instruments more than physical assets. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Later on in the webinar, I will finally give you a small platform presentation about 9x Markets, how you can register, how you can take part in this financial journey of yours. So let's begin. So CFD, also known as contract for difference, that is the full form of CFD. It is a way for you to speculate, meaning make money from rising markets and falling markets. When markets are rising and you're making money out of it, this gives you the ability to be financially free. And this is basically online trading, the ability to make money from rising markets and falling markets through the help of CFD. CFD meaning contract for difference. It is an instrument that you hold over your period and then you make money out of it if things are working in your favor. So some of the benefits of online trading. What is online trading? Leverage is one of the most important things you should be aware of when you are trading online, because leverage is something that can either be a good thing for you or either be a bad thing for you. Leverage helps you trade larger positions with a very small amount of capital invested. So this also has the chance for you making more money than what you have invested because of the fact that you have leverage. Flexibility, on the other hand, you have the able to buy also and you're able to sell also. So you can make money while the markets are going up, and you can make money when markets are going down. You have this complete flexibility available to you. And the other last most important thing is that you have the access to almost every global instrument that there is. You have access to almost all forex pairs, majors or minors. You have access to gold. As you all know that gold recently has been climbing to record new highs. You are able to profit from the rising market in gold. You can even trade individual stocks such as Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and you can also trade indices, which is an index for certain countries. Like we have the US 500, we have the DAX, which is the German index. So you can trade all these from the tip of your fingers. Open your phone and you can place trades and make money out of the markets through this. These are some of the benefits of online trading. Now, why do people like you and me want to choose online trading? The reason is that there's a lot of high liquidity in the markets. Trillions of dollars are traded daily, and you are able to enter in a second like this and exit in another second. That is why high liquidity is one of the most and the biggest criteria for traders. Ever wondered if you wanted to buy something and you're not able to buy because there's no liquidity? That is not the case over here. You can buy and sell whenever you want, and this is very easily accessible to you. The forex markets trades 24/5. That means 24 hours a day, 5 days a week you are able to trade. So the global time zones also matters because you're able to trade global stocks, global indices, forex pairs, all this from your place. Other thing is that it is very low costly. It is very cost efficient. That means there are almost no commissions involved when you want to trade. Low spreads, and like I already mentioned, that leverage helps you trade larger positions with smaller capital. But again, I'll always tell this, that leverage is like a double-edged sword. It can help you get higher profits, but sometimes it also signifies your losses as well. So you have to be very careful with how you want to treat your leverage. Trade currencies from major economies, one of the most important factor of trading online. You have access to all these global markets. Okay. The products we offer at 9x Markets is stocks, commodities, currencies, crypto. We have over 140 plus cryptocurrencies available, more than any other place you might know. We also have access to futures contracts. A lot of people like trading futures because of the increased volatility and because of the fact that futures have an expiry date also. So trading futures is something what people like as well when they want to hedge their risk. So before I move on to the next slide, why don't you write down in the chat box what the answer of these two questions. First is, what is traded in the forex market? Do you think it's stocks, currencies, commodities, or real estate? This is pretty simple. I hope you guys get this right. And the second is, in CFD trading, do you own the actual asset or no? So if you can write this down in the comment section, or you can send this in the question and answer section. So I'll just wait for a couple of minutes for you guys to write the answer for this. We're making this more interactive, so I also get to know about what kind of background you guys are coming from. So I'm able to cater more to that. So someone wrote stocks. What is traded in the forex market? The stocks is not the right answer. I'll just wait for a few more people to comment, and then I will give you the answer for this. So someone is writing commodities, some is writing real estate. So forex, what does forex stand for? Forex stands for foreign exchange. How can you use foreign exchange to your advantage? What is involved in foreign exchange? That is simply currencies. So currencies, B is the right answer. Currencies is traded in the forex market. Stocks is traded in the stock market. Commodities is not in the forex market. So the answer is B. Mohammed Naeem got it right. It's B, currencies. And the second question coming down to, in CFD trading, do you actually own the actual asset? I have not given the answer for this yet, so try to think about what you think the answer is, and I will reveal the answer next. So in CFD trading, do you actually own the asset? Yes, no, sometimes, or only in gold? What do you think is the right answer? You can type this in the comment section, or you can leave a question and answer place. Just waiting for you guys. Okay, so someone is writing yes. Some people are writing sometimes. So realistically, in CFD trading, you are not owning the asset, but you are owning a contract which is called CFD, which gives you the ability to make money from rising and falling markets. So when you trade gold, you're not actually owning the physical gold. You're getting the ability to make money from gold prices rising and gold prices falling. So this is called CFD. We mainly offer CFD trading. So the answer to this question is CFD trading. Do you own the actual asset? The answer is no, you do not own the actual asset. Now moving on to the next thing. This is more from the second question. What is the difference between buying physical asset versus buying a CFD? So to make this simple for you, there is an example. Suppose you are thinking that gold prices are going to rise and you want to buy physical gold. Okay, so how do you buy physical gold? You go to the jewelry shop, or you go to a gold shop and you pay the full price of the gold you are buying. So sometimes that gold price can vary from what kind of percentage of gold you're buying or how much gold you are buying. So for example, it's written $7,000. So that means you're paying $7,000 to own that gold. You keep it in your home or you keep it in a safe. It sometimes costs money to do that as well. and if the prices go up, you eventually go and sell it off. So this realistically is what used to happen in the old days, and this would take a lot of time for you to buy and sell the gold. You'll have to actually go down to the physical store, you'll probably have to sit down over there and you'll have to sell your gold or buy your gold, and it takes a lot of time to make money off the prices of gold rising or falling. But on the other hand, when you're trading a gold CFD, you only pay a small part of money to own that CFD of gold. You don't own the real gold, but you're having the ability to make money off the prices of gold increasing. So you're trying to capture the price movements of this and make money out of it. So you can make money when prices are going up, you can make money when prices are going down. It is fast, extremely fast and easy. You can set up your account in less than 5 minutes. You can fund your account in less than 5 minutes, and you can start taking advantage of the rising and falling markets. So this is the key difference. Coming to what is the difference between leverage and margin. A lot of people know that leverage helps you kind of control a larger trade size than what you have in your account. So that is why we have an example over here to make you understand how leverage is used. And also another thing that goes hand in with leverage is margin. You will get to understand how margin also works. So margin on the other hand is the amount of money you require in your account to open that position. So coming to the example, let's assume that you have a trade size of $10,000 and you have a leverage of 1:100. That means that you only require $100 in your account to open that $10,000 position. So margin is what you require. Leverage amplifies that margin and makes you open that position for a larger amount. So with just $100, you can open a trade worth of $10,000. Higher the leverage is equal to smaller the margin required. We at 9x Markets offer up to 1:400 of leverage. That means for every $1 you can control a position size of $400. Whatever, depending on your leverage, you can just multiply the amount of money you have into your leverage to understand how much of a position you can open. That's how simple it works. So CM is asking, is it legal in India? What is minimum margin required? What is minimum lot size you can allow? And how is payout condition? So CM, I'll come to this question in the end. I'm just waiting for a few answers. Once I get that, I get a good understanding about it. Okay, so most of you look to be not registered with 9x Markets. So I will just give you a brief demonstration about how to register and what the platform is and how you can use it. First of all, I'll be giving you a platform presentation on the website, but most people have access to the 9x Markets app as well. We have a app on the Play Store which you can download and use, but at the moment I will giving you a platform presentation of 9x Markets, and I'll be showing you the web trader as well that we have. So I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll just take you to the 9x Markets page. Alright, so let me share my screen. So this is the 9x Markets homepage. You can go to 9xmarkets.com and get access to the homepage. All you have to do is click on open an account and then fill in your details. But I already have an account, so I will use that. Okay, so I'm logged into my account. This is how your dashboard looks like. If you deposit, you will be able to see the graph over here. What you have to also do is open an MT5 account. You can go to open live account, select whatever leverage you want. We have options of 50, 100, 200, 400. Like I mentioned, the maximum leverage we offer is 400. Set your password and open your live account, and then you can just go to deposit and then use whatever you want to deposit. Alright, coming to the web trader. This is where you can kind of use your login from the open live account and trade. So this is where you can do it and then eventually trade. If you guys have to do your KYC or anything, you can go to document upload and upload your documents. But this is basically the 9x Markets platform, and this is a place where you can trade and make money from the markets. Okay, moving back to the presentation, inflation reports that are being broadcasted, and these news events usually have a very high impact and volatility on the markets. So trying to understand these news and how they affect the markets can help you understand whether you want to buy or sell. But the con about news trading is that it requires quick reaction and good risk controls. Because there is a big swing of prices towards the upside or downside, you need to be very quick and you need to be able to minimize your risk if things go against you. Scalping, on the other hand, is trying to make many small trades in a short time just to make money out of the small price difference occurred over that period of time. So most scalpers are people who trade on the 1 minute or 5 minute chart, and they make money from the small price movements in the chart. So this requires a fast execution and low spread broker, and that is why we encourage scalping as well, because of our low spreads and commissions. So a lot of our traders are also scalping with us. Coming to understanding what is the risk to reward ratio. So the risk to reward ratio makes you understand whether a particular trading setup is good or not. You are planning to buy a trade at this particular level and you're planning to sell just inches above it, and your stop loss is somewhere very deep down. So that means that this is not a good trading setup, because your loss is so big, your stop loss is so big, and the risk you're wanting to take is so big, and the profit you're trying to book is very small. So this kind of helps you understand your risk to reward ratio. For example, on a risk to reward ratio of 1:3, you want to risk $100 for a reward of $300. So this is a profitable trading setup because your risk is minimum and your profit is 3x times as your risk. So if you win, you gain $300, and if you lose around $100. A good risk to reward strategy is only take trades where the reward is greater than the risk, like I mentioned before. And even if you win just 40% of the time, that means even if 40% of the times you're booking profits, you're still a profitable trader, because you're booking more than what you're losing. So this is very important in understanding your risk to reward ratio. So another poll question, just to keep this a bit more interactive with you guys. What is a pip in forex trading is the first question. I explained this before. And what is scalping in trading? Explain this as well. I hope you guys were listening very carefully and understanding. So you can drop your comments in the chat box. What is a pip in forex trading? Is it profit margin, a chart pattern, smallest price movement, or a type of leverage? Second is scalping. Is scalping a long-term investment, holding trades for weeks, making many quick small trades, or only trading news events? I'll wait for you guys to kind of give me the answer. So drop that in the chat box or leave it in the Q&A. I'm waiting for you guys, so think about it properly and then drop it. Mohammed is asking long time investment के बारे में बताइए. So that I will give you an answer to that towards the end. Same as CM who asked certain questions about minimum margin and all that. Okay, someone is saying a pip, someone is saying a pip profit margin, someone is saying a chart pattern. So yes, this C, the smallest price movement in the forex trading is known as a pip, and C for making many quick small trades is known as scalping. This is known as scalping. The answer for the first one is C, and the answer for the second one is also C. So moving to the summary with why MT5 is 9x markets. So we offer MT5 and we offer an app also. We focus on fast and reliable trading execution. We have a wide range of instruments, powerful tools and indicators, and we have it on the web, the desktop and the mobile. So this is a great place for beginner people to start trying to make that extra money for yourself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, you can drop that in the chat box and I can help you. I'll start with the first few questions that I did get. So the first question is it legal in India? What is minimum margin required? So regulatory wise, I'm not able to answer the first question, is it legal in India or not? but I'll go over the next few questions. What is the minimum margin required? So minimum margin requires on what you're trying to trade. If you're trying to trade gold, minimum margin will be probably higher, but if you're trying to trade forex, the minimum margin is lower. Again, this also depends on the leverage you have selected for your account. If you've selected 1:400, you will probably be able to trade gold with a very small margin. What is the minimum lot size you can allow? So the minimum lot size for any instrument is around 0.01. That is what is the minimum lot size. You can deposit money through different payment gateways that we have, and withdraw. You can withdraw whatever you have on the account as well. If you deposit, you can withdraw the same amount if you have that amount in the account. And if you deposit money and you make more money, you can withdraw all of your profits. There's no payout condition in that aspect. There is no minimum deposit. Minimum deposit usually is $1, which is 90 rupees. So that is the minimum deposit, but obviously with $1 you're barely able to do anything. So obviously it is encouraged that at least you deposit $10 to $20 if you want to start out. So that is the minimum deposit is $1, which is 90 Indian rupees for Indian clients that have joined. So what about benefits with 9x? Like I've already been mentioning in the previous slides, we are a trusted global broker. We are multi-regulated. We have a very strong industry presence. When you start trading with us, you get sessions with me as well. I can help guide you on your investment journey. Tight spreads, low trading costs. Like I mentioned that we highly encourage scalping, and for that you require tight spreads. So this helps you maximize your profits. Fast execution on the MT5 platform. Almost all global instruments are accessible on your phone or on your website. You're able to trade any of those instruments. And one other important thing is that we highly encourage supporting you guys and educating you guys in your journey, and that is why we offer almost free webinars every 1 to 2 weeks. You can go on our websites and check out our webinar schedule, and I think the next webinar that is going to be happening in 2 weeks is a very interesting webinar. It will be conducted by my colleague Sahil. I don't know if you guys have probably been to the other webinars, but Sahil is the one who's been the one conducting those, and he's going to be talking more about the advanced way to kind of analyze different patterns. So that is going to be interesting. Check it out by yourself on our 9x Market website. So someone asked, can you tell us more about long-time investment? So normally I am not able to give you financial advice on any kind of investment, but I will be able to guide you on what I think is a long-term investment. Obviously, the most famous thing we've been all hearing about is gold. Gold has been skyrocketing to record-breaking highs. Every day and week it makes a new high. At the moment, gold is one of the most safest investments out there, but at the moment it's also too expensive to be easily accessible to a lot of people. So my advice for you, I mean, since you asked long-time investment, gold is one of the best things you can hold and keep on your account. Scalping is something that you can go on the lower time frame. Always go on the lower time frame, such as the 1 minute or 3 minute charts. And then you, like I said, one of the strategy was trying to follow the trend. So if you see that the trend is going up, then you try to buy with the trend. So you can scalp at a good level when prices come little downwards, and then you can buy over there, and then you can exit at whatever your take profit or your risk to reward was at. So that is one of the easiest ways to scalp. Okay, so now I'll be ending this webinar. If you have any questions regarding this webinar, you can always send an email to the support@9xmarkets.com, and we'll be happy to help you with any kind of issue that you are having. Thank you guys for attending this webinar, and I'll see you again next time.